Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. My name is Midway and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I sure am. So today we're back again in Legend of Mushroom and we are going to be covering the new event that started last Friday. So it's already been live for about like 2.5 days and we're going to be going through what this event has in store for us and what the rewards are looking like, right? So let's jump into it right now and see what we got. Okay, so this is a gacha event, right? So you can expect the usual stuff from it, right? So here is the gacha as always, and it seems like we have a mount, we have an artifact, as well as a costume, right? You can already see the costume right there. You look like a panda pretty much. It looks quite alright. Let's see what the female version looks like. So the female version is a little bit more cute, and then you have the angry version of the male one, right? So of course you can always go ahead and switch if you like one more than the other. We'll check that out in a minute, what the different rewards over there actually what the costume bonus is going to be. Nonetheless, let's jump into the meat and bones of this. Let's check out the mount first. As you can see right here, the mount is also a panda and it's going to be giving us 10% increased global defense. So let's check out what the extra mount skill is. So every 10 seconds gain control immunity for 3 to 5 seconds and boost attack by 5 to 12. So there's RNG involved in this one. That's a new thing for the game, I believe. And the damage resistance by 5 to 12 as well for 10 seconds. Alright, triggers at the start of the battle. Alright, okay, I mean, I don't know what control immunity really is. I mean, I guess it's just you cannot be knocked up, you cannot be stunned. I'm assuming it's just all forms of crowd control in this game. 3 to 5 seconds is actually decent. 5, if you just roll the max, that is quite a lot for PvP in this game, right? You could just ignore the whole initial burst. You're not gonna get stunned. You're gonna be able to just burst through the enemy. Of course, there's always Blitz Assault, which could just go ahead and ruin the whole thing for you. Anyways, 12% attack and 12% damage resistance if it rolls a max is not bad, but I don't think this is that great for pretty much anybody, not gonna lie. I think those values are not that special compared to other things that we already have. Now, I wonder whether or not this RNG is like combined as a whole, right? So if you got like a certain roll for the attack boost or the defense boost, if that is going to be like the same roll, so you get like, I don't know, 6% attack, it's going to also be 6% defense, and maybe, I don't know, like, is it going to be 3 or 4%, or actually, yeah, 4% control, or actually 4 seconds of control immunity. Is that gonna be the case? I don't know, probably not. If it's like separate rolls, well, I mean, it is what it is, just more RNG on top of everything. You never really know what you're going to be getting with RNG things like this. I don't think you can check out this buff in any way. Maybe there's some sort of visual for it, but it's going to be definitely impossible to track with all the cluster that there is basically in the game at this point, visually speaking. So yeah, this is pretty much the mount. I don't think it's that special, but it does look quite interesting. Let's now move on to the artifact. So the artifact looks insane, not gonna lie. It's going to be giving 10% global attack, which is the best thing you can get for sure. Let's read through it. Hopefully it's good for archers. Gain 20% crit rate, baseline. Okay, that's a very good start for archers. Each crit increases the final crit damage by 1% until the battle ends, stacking up to 20 times. Also insane, okay. Still don't really know what final crit damage really is going to be doing. Like, how is it different to normal crit? If you can tell me down in the comments, I think you can actually check that out in the different stats of the game. You can like get the explanation over there. Nonetheless, that's definitely very good for archers. Anything to do with crit and combo is always going to be nice for us. You can get up to 20% increase, of course. Upon reaching the maximum stacks, each crit has a 10% chance to deal an extra 750% of AoE skill damage. Okay, that's whatever for archers, really. 150% of current basic attack AoE damage, which can be crit, alright. 150% of current combo AoE damage, which can also crit, and also the same goes for counter, right? Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Each crit is going to have a 10% chance of dealing that extra AoE damage. So straight up, just the base stats you get from this thing Just the 20% basic increase on the crit rate is insane for archers. The final crit damage also insane for archers. And nonetheless, the extra AoE we can proc after we reach the max crit. Of course, if you are a decent archer, a decent gear and stat-wise archer, no matter whether you are any of the two kinds of archers, you're going to be able to crit a lot, so you're going to be able to reach max stacks real quick with a lot of attack speed, and then benefit from that extra AoE damage component, right? So you're really looking to do just the basic attack AoE and the combo damage AoE, which are all right, and they can also crit, right? So that's also a benefit on top of everything. I'm not sure if those crits will count towards the other like extra chance of proccing that again. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but nonetheless, this is a very good artifact for archers. Not sure if it's the best. It's definitely up there. I think it's actually very much worth it if you're an archer to actually try to get your hands onto it. So all the things besides that, of course, you're going to have your usual battle pass to just unlock extra chances to just roll on the gacha. You're gonna have some daily activities. In this case, we have this cute panda just trying to go up. So what do you really have to do here? Are you supposed to try and eat all these bugs? Actually, you gotta dodge them. Okay, right. So yeah, this is basically just a minigame that there is in the game. I'm assuming you can like jump at the right time to dodge them. Okay, it's kind of hard. You got the instructions up there anyways, but you're kind of supposed to simply survive. Yeah, there we go. There's a bit of a countdown, so just go upstairs or like up, like try to climb a little bit through the bamboo and just survive. You got some HP, and after the time's done, well, that's it. Or actually, that's not the case. I think that's totally not the case. You gotta eat some of these guys. Yeah, okay. There are 3 types of insects that move at varying speeds. Insects that move faster gain more points, ladybugs, grasshoppers, and flies. Alright. Being touched by insects while moving up or standing still reduces the HP. The game ends when the panda loses all 3 HP. So you're supposed to move it down to hit the insects. I did it completely the opposite. So you move down. Alright, so you gotta like switch sides and then move down. There we go. Okay, so you gotta like knock them down and prevent them from like climbing up, but if they hit you before you hit them, you lose HP. All right, I see how it is. Anyways, it's a cool minigame. Of course, you're gonna be able to get some extra rewards from this kind of stuff. You got one different level every day, right? So yeah, 100 points per just to get max rewards every time seems to be insanely easy. So it's just a little bit of a bonus with those events, right? Just to have a little bit of fun. Of course you have, and there you go, pretty much everybody is using the new artifact, so that already tells you this is a good one. And yeah, you just got your usual ladder here with how many rolls you put into the gacha. Well, that also gets you just extra stuff if you do just rank high in whatever that ranking is. Really, you got some extra rewards. And of course here you got your PD timer stuff, where after a certain amount of rolls you can just transform that extra currency you get. In this case it's these extra coins, which you're going to be able to simply just turn into whatever you want, if it's the artifact or the mount or the costume, right? So that's pretty much it. Of course you got your packs you can buy over here. You can get the ranking rewards over here as well. Of course you can straight up just get some massive amount of Skyrider passes. Of course that is if you rank pretty high. You gotta get top 50 in order to get at least one, so that is pretty damn hard. Gotta put some money into it. And finally, before we go, let's just go ahead and check out the costume buff, which let me go ahead and find it here. It's the one that looks like a panda. There we go. That's the panda one. So global defense 1%. Not bad. Pretty standard. It's not global attack, right? Those are the ones you really want to be getting. Global defense, global HP, kind of whatever. Those are always nice to have. But yeah, nothing groundbreaking. So that's pretty much the whole event. It's going to be running for 4 more days, right? So you still got time to get into it if you're interested in. Definitely a very good artifact if you're an archer and you're really trying to min-max, or just come back to the game, or simply keep on grinding and get on the top spots and just be the best of the best. Well, there you go. That's definitely something you want to be getting your hands into. And if you're going to be trying to do so, you definitely want to be checking out Aptoide and trying to use it in order to just maximize your value for your money, right? So if you don't know what Aptoide is, let me just give you a quick rundown of what it's all about, right? So I quickly mentioned Aptoide. Basically, you just get more value for your money when using it, right? So basically what you do is you download apps from Aptoide. onto your phone, and then when you do the purchases in the games you download through Aptoide, you're going to be able to get a bonus for those purchases that you can then go ahead and use in order to make even more purchases without actually using your real money. So this bonus can go from extra 10% all the way up to extra 35%, even with all things considered. You can increase that bonus by doing things like using my code, which is going to be down here on the screen as well as down in the description, and I'll show you in a minute where you're gonna input that code to unlock an extra 5% bonus from the get-go forever. So that's pretty much a rundown. You just buy stuff in the games, Legend of Mushroom or any other Android game that you play through Aptoide, and then basically you just use the bonuses to do more purchases. You can see how you get more value for your money and how you can afford to buy even more stuff on the long run for these gachas in Legend of Mushroom or any other game you might want to be spending some money onto it, right? So you also need to download the AppCoins wallet, and there's going to be a guide down there in the description explaining how to set the whole thing up on your Android phone as well as on an emulator in your PC if you don't have an Android device, and that way you can just get yourself set up and started. It's pretty damn simple, takes no more than 5 minutes, right? So go ahead and check out that guide if you don't have Aptoid yet set up and you got any questions. But yeah, here in the AppCoins wallet, which is a separate app, you're going to be able to see how much money you currently have unlocked in the form of a bonus, which you can then go ahead and use to buy stuff in the games. You can also see your purchase history, as well as here you will be able to see where you can input that promo code that I mentioned. You just go ahead and type on the promo code right there. Click on accept and it's going to be unlocked for you forever. You don't need to do anything more about it. That's just going to be applied to your account for that game in particular forever. Then here you can also see how much more you need to be spending in order to unlock a higher amount of a bonus, as well as just seeing how much bonus you currently have unlocked. And then you will also see any active events going on within the AppCoins wallet, which can be active for any given game within Aptoide for a limited time, and during that time you will be able to earn an extra bonus that can go from 5% all the way up to 10%. Right now there is just a bunch of them. You can check them out here, right? So yeah, that's another way that for a limited time you can just get even more money, right? So all those things put together gets you an extra value of up to 35% of any money you spend in any game that you download through Aptoide when you do so, just like I explained, right? So yep, definitely very interesting. I've been using it for a little while, definitely enjoying a lot. And if you do so, use my code. If you do use my code, you're gonna be helping me out quite a lot. So if you enjoy my content, please go ahead and do so. Nonetheless, that's pretty much all I got for you today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you got any questions about Aptoide or about the game, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer them for you. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, see ya.